Good evening. I'm Anne-Marie Lipinski. I'm the curator of Harvard's Nieman Foundation for Journalism, and I'm so pleased to welcome you to our annual awarding of the I.F. Stone Prize for Journalistic Independence. Not only did Stone believe that all governments lie, he also wrote, "Every government is run by liars, and nothing they say should be believed." Isidore Feinstein Stone, Izzy to his friends and followers, did not equivocate, ever. His strong views about the nature of power and the watchdog role of journalism fueled a passion that first gripped him as a teenager and later guided the legendary I.F. Stone's Weekly. He had worked in the mainstream press, but blacklisting and his own iconoclastic nature led him in 1953 to launch the muckraking one-man independent newsletter, which fellow journalists ranked 16 in a poll of the top 100 works of U.S. journalism most important to the 20th century. We are so honored at Nieman to administer this prize in the name of such courageous journalism, and we thank Izzy's son, Jeremy, for making this possible. We are also indebted to Stone's daughter, Celia, who is with us tonight to celebrate her father and his work. Do not mistake Izzy Stone's legacy as somehow anachronistic. What I did not imagine as a schoolgirl reading of his lone warrior-like investigations, what none of us could have anticipated really, was that along with muckraking, he was also pioneering a new journalistic model, something not just independent of the halls of power, but of the business conventions of news gathering. Listen to something he wrote and see if you don't find in his words the formation of a now familiar model, a roadmap that would lead you to many of the journalists you read today. Innovators who live online and not in print, and whose independence and direct service to readers is reminiscent of his own approach to publishing. He wrote, "In this age of corporation men, I am an independent capitalist, the owner of my own enterprise, subject to neither mortgager or broker, factor of patron, in an age when young men setting out on a career of journalism must find their niche in some huge newspaper or magazine combine. I am a wholly independent newspaper man, standing alone, without organizational or party backing, beholden to no one but my good readers. I am even one up on Benjamin Franklin. He wrote, I do not accept advertising." Tonight we will welcome the chairman of the Stone Prize Committee to make the awards, Bill Kovich, who was my Nieman curator when I was a fellow, the reason I'm standing here today, and someone to whom I am extraordinarily grateful for many things, including his chairing of the Stone Prize Committee. In Bill, we have a direct connection to Izzy. They were friends, and if you were lucky enough to be a reporter of his when he ran the New York Times Washington Bureau, you would have been treated to some master classes of Bill and Izzy in conversation about the stories of the day, and I can only imagine how delicious those conversations were. After the presentations, we will convene the winner for a conversation with Tom Ashbrook. You all know Tom is a gifted host of the radio show On Point. We are also very proud to claim him as a Nieman Fellow and grateful for his time and skill this evening. But first, we are so fortunate to be able to welcome Izzy's daughter to tell us about her father, a true American original. Please join me in welcoming the poet and artist, Celia Stone.